Welcome to the You Demand It podcast. Fans, you demand it, we deliver. I'm Michael Igus, show with Ann Argus. To be part of our shows with your questions, here's how you can reach us. You can find Utah Athletics on Facebook at facebook.com/UAthletics. Also, go check us out on Twitter at twitter.com/Utah Athletics. Well, Ann, it's just a week away now. Utah against Boise State in the Mako Bowl, Las Vegas, December 22nd. Utah going for a 7th consecutive bowl win. Two of those victories, by the way, in BCS games, including a win over Alabama in the 2009 Sugar Bowl. Boise State also with 2 BCS wins in the last half-decade. So, two of the best programs in recent years going out on Wednesday in Vegas.
Mike, it should be a great matchup next week. And what really got us here was that another great 10-win season by the Utes, capped off by that BYU victory. And the last 3 weeks have been really critical in the Utah football program. The coaches have been out on the recruiting trail, building that 2011 class. However, all the athletes have been really focused the last few weeks more than ever on their studies. We're actually in finals week this week before they head out to the bowl game next week. And so in light of that, I think we really wanted to talk about to the coordinators this podcast and the next podcast to really get their thoughts, both Coach Sitake and Coach A-Rod, on how they thought the season went. And looking at the defensive side of the ball, the Utes ranked 8th in rushing defense in the country and 20th in overall scoring defense. Two great milestones for this Utah football defense. We will talk to our defensive coordinator, Coach Kalani Sitake.
Well, Kalani, thanks for joining us as we head toward Bowl Week here. Our first question is, with one game left, how would you evaluate the defense this season?
Well, I think that overall, I think we're playing well. I'm more impressed with our effort and the way the guys are running around. Assignment-wise, we've had some breakdowns, but we got to correct that, and that's my job as a coach. And this coaching staff, I have a lot of confidence in them. So we're going to clean things up and hopefully end the right way. But overall, I think we played pretty well. Had some bumps along the way, but we got to learn from it, and I think we've corrected that, as much as we can, and we'll see if it shows on the field.
All right, a fan question here. Stephen Person wants to know, with all the emotion against BYU, by the way, great win a few weeks back, do you prepare the team any differently for that game?
No, I just think that game takes care of itself, and there's a lot of emotion, but the main thing is to get our guys focused on being assignment sound and more focused on ourselves as a defense more than the opponent. I think that was the most important thing for us this year, and other than it being the last game, I think you can give everything you have, and you're going to have a couple weeks to recover. Not much difference as far as how we approach the game.
Another fan question. Drew Rosa asks, how do you feel about the matchup with Boise State in the Vegas Bowl?
Well, Drew, I think that's a good question. Our guys are really excited about it. We always want to play the best opponent, and the fact that we're the underdogs, we like playing that role too. And so we're looking forward to playing against a really good team, a good program. Coach Peterson's done a good job with that program, and we're excited to get on the field with them.
And I think everyone knows Boise State has that prolific passer in Kellen Moore and a top-notch offense. In general, what's your defensive plan going into the game?
Well, I think the main thing, we've always been this way, is just control the run game first. I think one of the best thing about Boise is that their balance in the run and the pass game. And even though he's a great passer and they have really, really good receivers and tight ends, our main thing is to try to control the run game and hopefully, in our pass rush and getting to the quarterback when they throw the ball, try to get them one-sided. But, it's easier task said than done. So we're going to try to do our best. And like I said, it helps having the extra practice time. And we'll see if we can put it together.
You maybe answered this question, but Jeremy Ems and some Facebook people have been asking about your pass defense. Have you found some ways to improve yourself before the bowl matchup?
Yeah, I think, with our defense, we're gonna sacrifice some things, and sometimes there's not going to be much help in our pass game, and we ask our corners to do a lot and our safeties to do a lot as far as the coverage game goes, but that's just what we do, and we like to help them once in a while, but the main thing is for us to get bodies in the box to stop the run, and that's why we recruit the guys we do, and we're asking them to play better defense, and San Diego State was kind of a bad game as far as the passing game, gave up a lot of yards, but towards the end, I think the first half was just crazy, but the second half, if you look at it, giving yards is okay as far as you just control them in the end zone, and they got in the end zone once, and it was off of a fluke play, off a tip ball, and so I'll be happy to give up 500 yards if we can get the win. I'm not really concerned about stats. You look at the run game, they ran for I think 60 yards, and so we'll take that and take the win.
Jeffrey Anderson, another fan, says, With the seniors departing, what are your plans to fill the defensive needs moving into the Pac-12 next year?
Well, I think our mindset's always been the same. We're going to recruit the same guys. Being in the Pac-12 is not going to change as far as how hard we work. This staff's worked extremely hard, and Coach Whittingham's done a great job with demanding that from this program, from the players and from the coaches. And so, not much is going to change in that aspect. I think the proximity of the games related to where we recruit is going to help out, and so maybe it gets us in a few more doors. But I think we're always looking for the same type of players, that fit our scheme more than anything. And we feel really good about some guys. We have to get healthy, and I'm looking forward to see how we're going to perform in the spring.
And you've been out a lot this past month recruiting with the break between games. As you talk to recruits about Utah's move from the Mountain West to the Pac-12, how's the perception of this Utah program changed with that move?
Well, there's a lot of excitement, but like I said, we have to find the type of player that we think can do well and represent this program the right way in the community, and living here in Salt Lake City. It's got to be a good fit, and so we have a pattern that we follow, and that we'll be able to find some players. It just kind of opens it up a little bit, but more get us into more homes. But more importantly, there's just a lot of excitement going on, and in order to take advantage of that, you have to win. So when it comes down to it, we have to win games and keep recruiting the way we have, and I feel good about our future.
And now we're in the month of December. Holiday season is upon us. Now you have a young family. Give the fans a little bit of an insight. What is Christmas like at your house?
Well, there's a lot more gifts than when I was younger, that's for sure. And so Santa's been really good to our home, but I have a really good wife that handles all that, and so she just kind of reminds me of what we're giving out and to who, so I don't have a blank stare on my face when someone thanks me for a toaster or something that they got. So, we'll probably have to get close to that one after the game, but everything's focused on the game right now, and we'll hopefully have a wonderful Christmas, but hopefully it'll be better coming off a win.
And behind every great coach, there's a great wife. So meeting all these guys, we know that for sure.
Oh, definitely. And then I got 2 daughters that are great also, so that helps out.
And they're at a fun age now, right, to enjoy Santa Claus and Christmas and the whole deal?
Oh, yeah, Tooth Fairy, all that stuff. So it's expensive, but it's worth it.
All right, good luck to you.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you, Coach Sitake. And I think, he's one of the great young coaches in all of college football, and he's done a great job this year with that defense. He had to replace 7 starters from that unit a year ago, including 4 guys taken in the NFL draft. And by the way, if you want tickets to the game, they're still available. You can get those at UtahEast.com or by calling the ticket office at 801-581-UTIX. Utah's already sold 9,000 of its allotment of 11,000 tickets, so still some left. Get your tickets. Should be a fun matchup. Utah-Boise next Wednesday in Vegas.
Yeah, Mike, and for all those fans that are traveling down to Vegas, we are going to do a team send-off on Wednesday at 1:30 at Planet Hollywood. We really want to make this the biggest Ute Walk, biggest pep rally we possibly can. So make sure you join us Wednesday, 1:30 at Planet Hollywood to really cheer our guys on to victory. Remember, fans, to send us your questions, either Utah Athletics Facebook or Twitter site. We'll be back with you next week with one more show before the Mako Las Vegas Bowl.